Hello everybody and welcome back to GreenRiver. So today we're going to be moving the compost, which is going to be a fairly big operation, but luckily we're going to have the tools for the job, which I'll come on to in a minute or two. First of all though, I've got a load of forage in the trailer, and I'd just like to see if it actually does go into the compost maker, if it will actually be compatible. It doesn't say on the chart that it is, but you never know, it could work. If it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. It really would not bother me one bit. It's just another way of using some of the byproducts from the biodiesel. I'm just going to have to move the lorry out of the way. Okay, so we'll start the engine and we'll probably put it over here. Best place for it. There we go. Just gives us a bit of extra space to manoeuvre. We're probably going to have to get some more diesel as well. This time it'll be diesel from the biodiesel refinery. And it's actually doing alright for diesel. It has 12,500 litres left. The compost maker is actually stopped. It does still have some waste in the beginning, in the starting point, but it's had to stop since the storage facility, which is 100,000 litres in capacity, is full. Right, here goes. Is it going to work? I don't think it is. No. Well, it does make perfect sense, since it doesn't say it's compatible. But it was worth a try. It says unload and everything. The symbol is there, but pressing I doesn't do a thing. So, at least that is one thing I've got to the bottom of. Nice to know. Okay, so now on to what we're supposed to be doing. Moving compost. So to do this, I basically thought, what can I use for this job? And I remembered from my mining, construction and economy map series, we had the really big cat loader with the dumper. And I think that's going to be a really good setup to use. I should think it's in wheel. Yep, it's £1, very cheap. Okay, and the dumper is going to be in. Good question. I don't know. I have no idea whether probably tractors. Let's just see here. Okay, not sure. Trucks is the category. A bit more expensive at 180,000, but still very reasonably priced. So we can afford this, which is very good news. So here it is, that is totally full, 100,000 litres of compost, which we're going to take over to field number 27. We're just going to basically put it in a big pile on the edge, and then we'll spread it with a really big muck spreader in either this video or the following video. So yeah, that's all the tractor work done for today, except for possibly a bit of refueling, but we should be alright to keep going without it, as like I said, we've got 12,500 litres here, which is very good. So yeah, into the big stuff. The Lizard 745C dump. Lizard. But it says cat on the side. Definitely a cat. Right, okay. So we're going to use Follow Me for this job. It's going to be the best way of doing it. But it's going to be, hopefully, actually a fairly fast job, since the capacity of both of these machines is very big. And when I say big, I mean extremely big. I think I even did modify it, so it could be like insanely big. We'll soon find out. I'll drive the dumper. They're both articulated, so I have had problems before with articulated vehicles on Follow Me, but hopefully it will have the intelligence to not go and crash randomly into the river. But we'll see. We'll see how we go. If the capacity actually is still set to 100,000 litres on the dumper, then it will be just one load, and to be honest, I probably should make sure it isn't 100,000 litres, since I would prefer to do quite a few loads. I think I crashed into the car back there. Well, I didn't, but I was in its course. I remember now. Yeah, I don't use Follow Me for this. It does have some kind of error where it charges you tons of money for just a few seconds work. So, yeah. Plan B. Drive both the vehicles there myself. Here's the Cat 980K. Let's just park it in here. Mind the greenhouses. That would be a mess if we crashed into the greenhouses with this. It would just be total decimation. And now the 745 Cat dumper. Oh, my teeth are appearing. That is some fun stuff there. If you go over a certain speed, your teeth fall out. Let's turn right. But no, in all seriousness, I absolutely love these mods. I think they're very good, and I've used them before, which is the exact reason why I come back to them. And they even have some hilarity to go with them. Very nice. Oh, that's some good teeth sounds. Probably disgusting sounds, actually. If we go even faster, maybe the whole head will appear. Nope, just the teeth. Anybody lost some teeth? Oh no, the tongue is appearing. Well, oh, that's some shuddering teeth. Painful stuff. I don't know if it's been updated since the version I downloaded. But I think without the few strange glitches it has, it would just be a really good mod. Because obviously the model itself is really good. But then it has weird things like the teeth, the hour meter, which is going a little bit crazy. In fact, it seems to adjust with the speed. The faster you go, the faster the hours go up. And then, yeah, I don't know what the issue is with it consuming lots of money, but it is a good mod. And it might have already been tweaked. I'm not too sure. If it has, I really should not be using this version. I'll take a look, but it is with a pinch of salt, it's a very good mod. So I'm going to park here. If I just reverse straight across here, then we should be able to load with ease. There we go. Good. Okay, so into the cat loader. Let's see how quickly it actually does fill. Again, the bucket's capacity might be something out of this world. 200,000 litres maybe. Might be able to pick. Oh, okay. It was 200. What a guess! It was 200. Bear with me. This is why I shouldn't edit mods. Okay, so what I've done is I've now changed everything back to a much more reasonable figure. So it shouldn't just load up in one go. Yeah, there we go. It's much better. Obviously, if you were to download this yourself, these two mods, they would be at a sensible figure. I just put it to something crazy because basically in the mining construction and economy map, you really do want to be moving a lot of dirt to get a lot of gold out of it, pay dirt. So that is why I did it. But for the compost here, we don't want to be having those crazy figures. So this is much better, and it's actually allowed us to now continue with producing the compost because I've had to tip it out again, and it was slightly out of the trigger. So it's actually allowed us to have a bit of extra space. Yeah, so 15,000 litres at a time I've got for the bucket and 50,000 litres for the dumper. So 2 dumper loads and several wheel loader loads. Okay, and let's go in for another one. It's going to be 3 and a bit. Far better than it just all randomly appearing into the bucket. Obviously it was dead easy, it would have been very easy for us to do it that way, but it's just no fun. Doing it this way is far more fun. At least we actually feel to be achieving something. Okay, and just a tiny bit more, and then we'll be ready to go to tip it in our field. Probably in different areas, because as we are taking so much at a time, we're not going to require so much in each section of the field. After all, we're doing this on a very big scale. A scale which we probably shouldn't even be doing it on. But as this is my opportunity to go crazy, I have done. I've done just that. Okay, so there we go. The dumper's full. I'll just park it up here until we come back in a minute or two. And let's jump back into here. Let's get going. It actually doesn't look that full, but it is still 100%. Okay, mind those glass windows. Oh, that would be quite a crash. I think I almost went into it, despite saying not to. Oh, if only that was real life, that would be just your worst day at work ever. Especially if you demolish the whole thing. So from here, I don't know which way to go exactly. I could open the map, but it doesn't open with this dumper. This is the issue. A few things just, for some reason, disable randomly. but I roughly know where to go. It's somewhere down here. Hello, teeth. I've discovered it only doesn't allow you to do different controls when it's actually moving. When the machine is stationary, you can do whatever you want. But yeah, this is the windbreak. The trees are the windbreak for the field just here, so it must be this one on the left hand side, which actually isn't very far at all from the compost maker. Now, I don't want to put it too much into the field, but it does need to be in the field just a bit, otherwise it'd be on the grass. So if we put it about here, then that should be good. If it will let me. Come on. Not much space for it because it's unloading so much at a time, that's the issue. Okay, maybe if I move a bit faster. And that might be enough anyway for this area. There's quite a bit there, much more than it looks. Yeah, that probably is enough actually. And if we put some more over here, then at least it'll be distributed a bit better. So if I put some here, that should be good. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't look that neat, but it's actually going to work, hopefully, quite well. We'll go and get the rest of it. I think what we'll do is we'll keep it actually in the dumper truck. We won't tip it out, just in case it's not required here, as it would mean loading it up again. So we'll just put everything in. That will also enable the composter to continue its work. And I think probably put it back in the same position, just make sure I don't reverse into the greenhouse again. Now it looks like the composter might have finished. So we'll throw some more stuff in there later. It can be pretty much any material which we need. Which we need to put in there. I think possibly some straw bales will be ending up in there, as there's going to be quite a few of those fairly soon. And yeah, I don't know about the sugar beet. Probably not the sugar beet from now. I think we've put some in already, but chances are there won't be any more to go in. But to be fair, we've already got quite a lot of compost, so we don't need that much more. I tell you what would be nice, if we could somehow transfer it from this map to the Valley of the Old Farm. We produce it here, then sell it to our other farm to spread on the land. We do have slurry over there, as you've already seen. The slurry was being done in the previous episode, but if we could just get something else like compost, that would be even better. A bit of variety. Wow, that time I actually managed to fill the bucket 100%. And the final bucket load, or just a piece of this bucket, not much of it. Try and get it from the surrounds of the concrete. Yeah, I really don't know how much it's going to require. It isn't much. Hopefully this will do. It's over 5,000 litres. I think it is actually. I think it's 5,000 it requires, because 3 bucket loads should bring it to approximately 45,000. So we should, if I'm right here, be left with 238. Oh no, of course not. The bucket wasn't always full, was it? 222. Yeah, if the bucket had been 100% full every time, it would have been different. Okay, so there we go. Let's now move on to the other field and just park up. Maybe if I reverse out of here at an angle. Still don't want to hit the greenhouse. Yeah, much easier. Few frame rate issues around here, but overall it's not too bad. Good. So now we need to think about getting a really big muck spreader. We're only going to just start. We're not going to do much. Just to see how it's going to work, and in the next episode we can do it properly. But I would love to go for the biggest muck spreader available to us. Come on, pickup. We're the mighty dumper. There we go. So of course we're going to have the wheel loader over here too. We can get that in a minute. But first, let's just check up on a few things. Let's just see how we're actually doing. Oh, I do need to feed the pigs as well if we manage to do that today. Yes, that's the sort of thing, something which I've never even used before. Yep, that is going to be a very nice thing to actually use. Look at the price. Wow. And I suppose it's a job for the 8RT. Even that might be a bit too small. That's huge. John Deere Gator. Many different machines here. Where is it? Where is the mighty 8RT? There it is. I just saw it. Yep. Definitely a job for this, but probably even, yeah, something bigger. Something with a PTO though. We've got a PTO, that's good. Pretty sure most tractors do. I think it'd be fairly unusual not to have one. This in itself justifies having that huge wheel loader. If you were doing this with a telehandler, it'd probably take all day just to fill it. And what would the working width actually look like? Did it say 15 meters? That's pretty huge. Quad axle. Yeah, looks like a good fit. Looks like the right size for it. Wow. How have I never used this before? Part of the big bud pack, if I'm not mistaken. It's like an elongated standard size one. It almost looks stretched. Well, I seriously can't wait just to do this properly. But I really do want to feed these pigs, so we're going to have to leave the excitement until tomorrow. Yeah, I need to turn left here. That's alright, don't mind me. Just a huge tractor coming through, and you failed to see us. You could do with your eyes checking, or better yet, replacing. Very harsh. That is a decent rear wheel steer though. Very good steering on the trailer. Follows the tractor perfectly. So looking at it, we probably could have even got away with filling this up from the compost maker. I wasn't actually expecting to use anything quite so big. In fact, I didn't realise it was quite so big. I knew there was a big one in one of these packs, one of these DLCs, but that's taking it to a new level. I never did buy it, even for a showcase video, I don't think. So that's the reason why. Yeah, what is the capacity? I know it's 50 tons, but it's 70,000 litres. Crikey, that is actually more than the dumper. So yeah, let's begin filling. How quickly can we fill the bucket? Pretty quickly. Bit too fast. Pretty hard to judge exactly where to start, because I really don't know how far it's going to throw it. Let's just start up and see. Ah, yeah, that would help. Okay, so slightly overestimated that just there. So I suppose we've got the capacity over the actual working width, but with the incredibly large capacity, it just makes everything better anyway. I suppose there is only so far I can throw it. That's the thing. But it is fertiliser and it's free. It's essentially free. The diesel was paid for. The wood obviously was free. And the machinery which actually cut the wood down technically is free because of the biodiesel. Although the machines which were running that time had the diesel from the dealership when we bought the machines new. So theoretically it wasn't totally free, but to us it was. But no, that is very good. So we're going to get this done properly in the next episode. There's going to be quite a bit of loading up to do. But looking at the consumption, it's actually very slow. So it's going to do quite a large area, which is one of the reasons why I didn't want to dump too much in one place. as there was a fairly high chance of being able to do quite a bit with what we've got. And of course, yeah, the dumper is totally full as well at this stage. Should be able to do a few fields. But I'll just do the headland just so it makes it really easy for us next time. And I suppose we're going to have to load up more. We'll probably just 100% fill it so we can just keep going. Maybe do a time lapse at some point. But no, definitely an interesting machine to use. First opportunity I've properly had to try this muck spreader out. I don't know how you'd ever have enough muck though to fill it, because that would be a lot of manure. And we're almost back at the start. So we've done the perimeter. Just makes it easy. It means we shouldn't miss as much either when doing it properly. When we're going up and down the field, or maybe across. I don't know which is going to be quicker. Probably up and down the field, but we will see. So there we go. The gigantic, what is it? Brochard muck spreader with the John Deere and the two cats over there. Very good setup. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this crazy video. Until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.